lesson comes from Romans chapter 11, verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable his judgments and his paths beyond tracing out.
You may be seated. I'm going to talk for just a minute here, and as I said, the service will be broken up in a slightly different fashion than usual. And that passage that Elder Dennis just read for us said, "Oh, the depths of the riches and the wisdom and the knowledge of God." It is a cry from Paul's heart when you see something that is powerful. It's like you blurt out, and that's what he says. Oh, depths. Hello there, buddy. Coming up? He's excited about worship. But what does he mean, the depths? The depths. What is something that is deep? Something that is deep has a lot. It means there is a lot of it. If there's deep water, it means there's a lot of water. If you're in deep trouble, many of you know this, you're in a lot of trouble. If somebody has deep thoughts, it means they have many thoughts that are profound. So when Paul is talking about deep, I mean there's a lot. There's a lot to it. And what is it? He's describing God's character, three aspects of God's character. That is deep. He describes riches. Well, God is deep in riches. In what sense? Well, easy. Everything belongs to him because he has made everything. All of the universe belongs to God, and everything in the universe, and everything in the spiritual world. God is the richest of rich beings ever. He puts every Rockefeller or Gates to shame and makes them look like beggars on a street corner. His riches are so vast. And if God didn't have something that he wanted, he could make it simply with a word. It's like he's a 3D printer that needs no raw material to print whatever he imagines in whatever capacity, to whatever extent he wants. He has it all. He is deep in his riches. He is deep in his knowledge. Knowledge is information. It's understanding. It is facts. And how is God deep in his knowledge? What does he know? Well, he knows everything from the beginning when he made it all. He knew it all. Then he knew what was happening. He knows all the events of human history. He knows what every person has done, every animal has done, and every insect has done. There is nothing that is hidden from the mind of God. He knows it all. He knows everything big, all of the planets and stars in their spheres and their orbits. He knows where they are, where they have been. He knows what they are doing. And he also knows on a small level, every subatomic particle and where they are in their orbits. And every radical, every rebel or atomic particle and what it's done and where it's been. But not only does he know the present and the past, God's knowledge is not limited by time. He knows the future as well. He's got it all knowledge. And so his knowledge is deep. And wisdom, oh, the depths of his wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is not knowledge. It's having knowledge, but knowing what to do with it. It's what you do with the knowledge that you have. Wisdom is knowing what to do with the knowledge that you have. And God knows perfectly what to do because he is so balanced in all things, and his knowledge is infinite. His wisdom and his grace all season it all together. So when Paul opens up this passage with this little phrase, oh, the depths of the riches and the wisdom and the knowledge of God. You can hear the passion and the beauty and the praise that is just pouring out of his heart. Where he started with tears, he ends with laughter and joy. And so like Paul singing, oh, the depths, we're going to sing, oh, for 1,000 tongues. Why? Because if we had 1,000 tongues, and we were to use all 1,000 tongues to declare God's glory for 1,000 millennia, we would still not have scratched the surface of the glory and the praise that God deserves. So today, we're going to do our best with God's blessing and the prayer that the Holy Spirit will amplify, magnify, and make our praise worthy. So I invite you to stand to sing with me for 1,000 tongues and to pray, God, if only we had 1,000 tongues.